Alright, what is up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris and today I'm back with another video here. And game 77 for the Flyers did not go so well. Lose 4-2, second time in as many games, down 3-0 to come back. Could have been 4-0, could have been 3-1, two goals called off. Ronnie Adder makes his season debut. A couple of things for the Flyers. We did the watch party as well, which was fun. Lines in this one: Konecny, Frost, Tippett, Farabee, Cates, Allison, Van Riemsdyk, Hayes, Lawton, Deloria, and Lemieux, Provorov and York, Sanheim and Risto, Sealer and D'Angelo, and Ronnie Adder, like I mentioned, was 7th offensive. So Flyers go 11-7. Sam Ersson is in net. Ersson really didn't have that bad of a game. I thought he played well for the most part. Horrible first period for the Flyers. Go down 1-0 off of a deflected turnover off a pass from Cates, where you say to yourself, oh, that might be one of the first times this year that Cates has made a play like that. And that was the case. Unfortunately, you know, it's a slam dunk for Cairo in front. Deflected pass, and, you know, they just had nothing high quality at all. They had the one shot from D'Angelo in the early second, the chance from Hayes in the second. The first 40 minutes, it was bare minimum for the Flyers. A couple chances from the Tippett line late, but nothing crazy. Second period, you know, they had some looks. The shot wide on 2-1-1. Frost had a tip that ended up going wide. Then Pitlick scores 2-0. Blues get a power play, score again. Falk scores as soon as the power play ended, 3-0. Flyers did get a couple power plays. They had one to start the period in the first, one in the later in the second period. Couldn't just get anything going. Had one later in the second as well, and unfortunately just couldn't really get much going on either of those power plays. And that's the thing. If the power play was anything better than really what it was, or what it is, you know, the Flyers could certainly be a better team. 4-0, and I had a real problem with this goal, because if it stands, like, D'Angelo is caught looking the other way. Hayes is nowhere to be found on the back check, and he's just been putrid for, like, I don't know, maybe really the whole month of March. I have not really enjoyed Hayes' play. He's just been very lackadaisical. Again, I don't want to say he's packing it in, but it certainly seems that way. And just by looking at him, he doesn't seem to be as engaged than the normal Hayes that we would see. So the goal doesn't count anyway. And again, the Flyers did get a power play after that. And Frost drew a penalty where he kind of like dangled inside out on a guy and got tripped up. They didn't do much with it, but in the third, it should have really been 3-1 before it was 3-1. Cates scored. The shot off of him and went in. They call that no goal. Still don't really understand why. It should have been a goal. Then the Flyers do score. Van Riemsdyk scores. They had much better chances in the third. They took it to the Blues. St. Louis ended up calling a timeout at one point. Just played much better. They had a real push in the third. They get a goal from Frost, who's got 5 goals in the past 5 games. Again, he was certainly a player to watch that I mentioned in the podcast tonight. Going into this game, just really strong play from Frost, and just overall, right, offensively, he's scoring. Probably going to finish with 20 goals. It was 19th of the year on this one, and just a smart play, right? I mean, he's in front of the net. He's in the areas that you want to see, and that's the main thing, is that he's in the vicinity of where the goals should be scored and all this other stuff. He's creating offensive plays, all of this stuff. Again, the Flyers had chances late with the empty net. They couldn't, nothing too crazy. The Blues got a power play, and the best chance really of the game was the shorthanded chance play from Lawton, where Sanheim shot it right into Binnington. It was a great save, don't get me wrong, but he shot it right at him. Sanheim had a whole net to shoot at. Unfortunately, you know, that ended up being in for this one, and the Blues would add an empty netter. And, you know, Ronnie Adder, I thought, had a good game and a couple nice defensive plays. Some plays where it looked a little iffy as well. Was kind of all over the place. Had a big hit. He got hit as well. Pretty big hit on him. And then he delivered one hit on his own. Sam Ersson, solid outing. Probably one of the last couple games Ersson's going to play for the Phantoms, or before he gets sent back down to the Phantoms. But, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, for right now, this is what the Flyers are, unfortunately. So let me know what you guys thought below. Thanks again to everybody who tuned into the podcast tonight and also the watch party. It was a lot of fun. Thanks everybody so much for all the support, and we'll talk to you all again soon.